I mean, I try to deal with it in a scientific, truthful manner, and a lot of stuff that I'm saying, you can research it. You know what I mean? That's why I don't try to get spooky with it, but a lot of stuff I'm saying, you can go get your biology book, you can go get your quantum physics book, you can just study the neurons in the brain, you can study this stuff, and it's scientific. So I don't try to spook it out. I don't believe in extraterrestrials coming down here. I don't believe in green people. I don't believe in UFOs. I don't believe in that shit. I'm just talking about on an earthly level what it is. Our Earth is a living organism, and you part of it. And if the planet was dead, it would be shit but dust, like the moon.
Right. Nah, I just had to say that. I mean, 'cause I know we got about 100 damn children all over the place.
Well, you crazy?
But nah, you're a great guest, man. You're a great guest. I'm gonna fall back. Keep up the good work.
Okay, good. Thank you. Appreciate it.
All right, brother.
What?
You want to ground that? You want to bring it back down to the ground?
Nah, I'm gonna let y'all good. You know, it's African spirituality there. Y'all keep going. Shit. No. I'm right here. You gonna need somebody to catch you when y'all come down. Goddamn it. What goes up must come down.
Crazy. Crazy. All right, hold on. Let's go to another caller real quick. 843, you on the air. 843, you on the air.
Hey, Black Power.
Black Power.
I wanted to ask the brother a question. Like when I was listening to the part when you about the science, as far as African, and then like how you tie in spirituality, like with science, like when you're talking about like beginning with Osiris and how you connect, how you relate them to nature. But what about like in voodoo, like with the spirits, like when we use, when we talk about like we'll call on like ancestors or
right. The thing. No, I was gonna say, God. The thing is, Africans never separated science from spirit. Science is a new word. That's a European word, so it only means to know. That's all it means. That's a new word. But what I'm trying to say is, science is a very new word, and in the idea of it, Africans never separated science from spirituality because everything that they dealt with was based off the forces of nature, and they personified it. Personification means it's a mask. It's a person. They personify different aspects of nature. Just like when you see the symbol of Oya in Yoruba, which represents air and fire, or you see the symbol of Shu in Kemet, which represents air and fire. They personified natural aspects of nature. When you look at the story of Osiris and Aset, Osiris was cut up into 14 pieces. The reason why the god is painted green is because green symbolizes fertility, which is life. He was cut up into 14 pieces. The 14 pieces symbolize the ways the moon rotates around the earth. Now we know Tahuti, which represents when the sun lights up the moon at the 4 axis, represents Jehuti, which is intellect or intelligence. So when he's painted as black means, they said Osar or Wisser, Lord of the perfect black or King of the perfect black. That means that your consciousness throughout the universe, you're the only force that can make something out of nothing and nothing out of something because you have a creative mind. See what I'm saying?
Uh-huh. And one more question. I wanted to ask you, like, I thought it was very interesting when you were talking about, like, the different levels of the European race. Because, when I used to see, like, certain Arabs that were dark, like, they would look almost like, like Africans, but, with the wide noses. But the only difference is they have that Caucasian-looking hair, like similar to what East Indians have. Like, can you send me, like, a list of information like on books to read, because I want to, I'm hungry for that knowledge. And last but not least, I want to get a reading from you. I need to give you my email address.
No doubt, God. I can get on it. You know what I mean? You give me your email address. You know what I mean? Circle@yahoo.com. You translate it on there, and I'll be able to get up with you. And I'm gonna give you all the books that you need. I have a whole catalog on it, because if you want to know the devil, you got to study who he is. And he tells you who he is in his books. You know what I mean? So a lot of the books, it comes from him talking about who the fuck he is, the barbarian that he is.
That makes sense. I can give you my email address real quick.
Yeah, God, I'm going to write it down.
Okay.
What is it, Kay?
Mario Henley, H-E-N, like Hen, H-E-N-D-L-E-Y, at yahoo.com.
Okay, I got you, God. I'm gonna get on that soon we get off here, and I'm gonna take you down. I got you.
Just want to say
Mario
thank you.
Henley.
Just want to say thank you to you and Nikki and Bruno. Y'all really made this a good show tonight. A lot.
No problem.
So just keep on listening.
All right, Mario. All right. We're gonna go to the next caller. 267-970. You on the air?
Peace, Nikki. Peace. This the Priest King. What's good with y'all? I wanted to ask a question to your guest. Yo, dude is he's killing everything. Everybody's dead tonight. Well, my question, you just touched on something that was really profound. Among the other things you were touching on, but you mentioned wizard, and then you were talking about intention and how I was just wondering if you could go into that and break that down, because I'm kind of wondering, about Boo Wizard, how that's like the name for Osiris, if I'm correct, and how like being a wizard and being wizard, being you know what I mean, it's like controlling this hologram, because like you said, it's not real life. It's kind of a dream. It's kind of intention. Like you said, the secret, it's not a secret. It's kind of intention. It's kind of a dream.
Mm-hmm.
And it's kind of wizardry. So I just kind of wanted you to kind of build on like what Boo Wizard is and how does Boo Wizard affect, wizardry and this whole illusion that we live in.
The whole thing is about being a wizard. You know what I mean? You if you become a mystic and you understand the forces of nature, because in truth the forces of nature work for you. And it needs your body. It needs your body to experience this dimension. Air needs your body. If you was to choke me right now to death, God, so when I lose my oxygen, what do I lose? What's the first thing that we say when we lose oxygen? I lost consciousness. I blacked out. You see what I'm saying? These elements need your body to experience this dimension. So if you want to be a wizard, or you want to be, a Per'ah or a Shechem or whatever you want to call it, you have to become a mystic. You have to become a mystic and understand the different aspects of nature, because they work for you, and just as well as you work for it. Not like the European, he's thinking when the elements of nature work for him, he want to dominate over shit. He want to put his hand over the whole earth. You know what I mean? Because now we got to pay to travel on a boat. Thousands of years ago, we didn't have to do that shit. You see what I'm saying? So everything we do, we got to pay. So that's just how he works. But no, the reason why he able to do that, though, because he understands that the elements work for him. That's how he able to break an atom or crack an atom and do all the type of shit he's doing. Science today is nothing but it's sorcery. They just give it a new name. It's the same shit we've been doing. Like I said, alchemy has been changed to chemistry. These motherfucking scientists ain't nothing but sorcerers. They got heart programs and shit that manipulate the elements, to control the electrons all around us, to make the earth shake and shit. So if you get in tune with the elements of nature and you understand every pinnacle of your being, you'll be able to do a whole lot of shit, God. Meditate, focus, zone out, go in and out, and do all types of etheric shit. Not on a spooky level, but it's all based off mind. Because mind emanates everything. It was man's mind that created the idea of Tahuti and Ptah and Ra and Osar. These were ideas that emanated out of a man's mind. Meaning that the mind is the old. Even in Yoruba, when me and the sister Nikki Love was talking, in Yoruba they tell you that the oldest deity is the higher self. It's the higher self. So if you understand that, all ideas come from you. All ideas. Because all that shit is ideas and perceptions. So we create labels to identify different aspects of nature. This is how we identify things.
Interesting. Can I ask a question?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So are you saying that it's the DNA that's really intelligent? You get my point? What I'm saying?
Yes, DNA is intelligent because DNA. Every organ in your body is intelligent. If you were to hit your feet. If you were to hit your feet on the wall right now, it's going to send a signal to the brain to tell it it's in pain. That's how you feel the pain. It don't think on the same vibratory level as the brain. Like it don't perceive things and look at things, but it has thought waves, because wave particles exist in every element that exists in your body. You see what I'm saying? So so DNA, that's where your ancestors at. And your ancestors was actually the light gene in your body. Your genes light up. You see what I'm saying? They're light. The DNA is your ancestors. Yeah, every organ in your body, God is intelligent. If your stomach hungry, it sends signals to the brain, and it sends signals and desire for what